kidnapped crew members who are being forced, probably
they
at
look
gunpoint,
happy.
to do some death to
They
America
look like they're
and maybe
vibing.
some curse upon the Jews. And frankly, the callous disregard.
Is that a ship crew?
Yep.
I think that's what he's saying. And they look like they're vibing.
Yeah, they got a pack of water there, some sodas. Yeah, they're good people. Wow, they really treated them to a nice meal.
Hard for the well-being of the literal hostages is shocking.
They're preparing
even
for the
for
next music
somebody
video.
that loves
Yeah.
terrorists.
That's so funny. Is there a KFC there? They're everywhere. I don't think there's a KFC in Yemen, dog.
He says they have two.
Oh, they do have KFC in Yemen? That's crazy. Okay, that's sick.
Is there a KFC in Yemen? No way, dude! Holy fuck! There's a KFC!
Is it ran by slaves?
It's ran by the captain.
Yeah, it's going to be that crew now. They're going to be in there working. They're going to be in there working. Snuggle Struggle for 20 says, about 20 years ago in Chicago, I was at a hotel and was invited to join an event there. American money littered the floor, women dancing in traditional Islamic garb. I asked what's going on. The men were bidding for wives.
Wow.
That's insane, man. But that is how things go.
In Yemen! He's just like us!
Does he know what One Piece is?
Oh, what if he's been watching it since he was a kid.
The whole way.
Yeah.
That's sick. Yes. That's fire. That's so fire. Oh my God. We think the Houthis, Ansar Allah, is doing what Luffy would do. You should tell him that.
You guys all remember Luffy's flag, right? Now, I'm only halfway through that show, so maybe I just haven't come to it yet. But I do not remember Luffy's flag looking like this. Predictably, there was some blowback after this interview, and Hasan went immediately into damage control to rewrite history.
He said that he was just simply a Yemeni person and not a Houthi. Yeah, I mean, we don't even know if he's a Houthi or not. He's a teenager in Yemen. The dude is neither a Houthi, nor a terrorist, nor a pirate, is not a Houthi rebel. They didn't call him a Houthi either. You want to know why? Because he's not one. He's not a Houthi himself. He's not a pirate, but you know, I don't think he's not a pirate. He has reiterated the position that he is not a Houthi. Trust me, bro, I'm not Houthi. Be for real. You sucked him off the entire stream. Not even a Houthi militant or anything like that. When I interviewed the dude who they still to this day call a Houthi terrorist, Tim Houthi's not even a Houthi. I thought he wasn't a Houthi because he's not. No, he was just some Yemeni TikToker. Random Yemeni teenager. Didn't you brand it as him being a Houthi interview, though? Bro, are we about to have a Houthi rebel on stream? Yes, brother. What do you mean?
All right, let's just take Hasan's word for it and assume, okay, this kid is not a Houthi rebel. He's just some ordinary Yemen teenager. Let's go ahead and take a look at his social media and see if that lines up. All right, let's see here. Tel Aviv will burn in the coming hours. Ready for sacrifice and eager for martyrdom. Maybe he's talking about football? Here he is singing a song with the words, "Do you threaten us with what we are waiting for, son of a Jew?" The meaning of Houthi is a title, and it's not something to fear, but for the Jews. They are very afraid of this title. The execution we will carry out on all Zionists, with the lovely depiction of a dude impaled through his asshole and out of his mouth with a pike, or how Hasan likes to say it, a pike for a cut. Okay, why would he retweet this article called "Houthis Use Social Media to Boost Global Prominence and Support"? Israel falls. Wait for the new operation in Tel Aviv. The Jaffa drone, which no Israeli defense can stop. The ships we bombed and sank. I know the red arrow is supposed to be a cool military Hamas thing. This is a butt plug. Just saying. To every Zionist, I will put this into your stomach. And let me state the obvious. Jew and Zionist is clearly interchangeable to this guy. Okay, but hating Jews doesn't make you a Houthi. Are you a soldier? Yes. That seems pretty definitive. You know what makes you a Houthi? Being a Houthi.
Why is this guy allowed on Instagram and TikTok?
Anywhere, yeah.
Yeah. What's up with that?
It's a good question.
Two of them is being honest about it.
The whole way!
Yeah.
That's sick. Yes.
Is that real?
That's fire. And that's so fire. Oh my God. We think the Houthis is doing.
I just want to say, whoever edited this video, like, really well done.
Yeah, it's pretty good so far. I'll give it that. Yeah.
I don't know. It's making me want to just pull my goddamn hair out, and I don't have none left. Same. I hate the way
Fascinating.
they present the jokes here and the constant like overlapping of audio. Ay, my brain.
Yeah, this does my head in.
Mr. Berger says for 20, Anna, isn't Hasan allegedly gay? That will go over with the Houthis. Follow the evil eggplant on X. Sign up for the mighty Golden Patriot and watch Mr. Berger's trivia show after FlashCast. Raid ready. Yeah, Anna says he's on West Hollywood.
Yeah, he's in WeHo all the time.
That's where the gays are.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's where I bet you he probably is. You ever see him with a woman?
No, he's always with guys.
Always with guys. Even when he was the brofessor, he was grifting. Because he's no brofessor, he's into cock.
He's rotating.
They're tweeting an image of a Jewish person on a pike. I don't understand why this problem can't be approached with nuance, because he is a teenager in Yemen, dude.
Talk about the bigotry of low expectations. He's a kid in Yemen, dude. What do you expect? Of course he's going to want to put a pike through a Jew's asshole and through his mouth. That's just what kids in Yemen are like, man.
And also, what do you mean? It's just a person on a pike. There's no Jewish person on a pike on that photo, unless I saw something different.
Hasan claims this isn't even a Jewish person on the pike. How exactly is a naked, piked person supposed to look like a Jew for you, Hasan? You know what? You're right. Let me make it a little clearer for you. First, he needs a bigger nose, right, Hasan? Of course, he needs a yarmulke, a curly thing.
Yeah, this
oh,
joke's
look,
kind of
Hasan,
funny.
he dropped his dreidel. He must be Jewish for sure. Or, you know, you could just read what he wrote, you dumbass, liar, terrorist-loving, propagandist piece of shit.
This is why this entire conversation is idiotic. It's not a Jewish person. He said, this is, I think if we're, why am I held accountable?
Brian Wilson for 20 says, just want to see my name in the chat at Hasan is gayer than Jeremy. It's true.
Damn.
That's true.
It's true. You don't see Jeremy hang out in West Hollywood.
For some random 19-year-old in Yemen's tweets, what is happening? How many steps removed are we from this situation?
0?
Because
I mean,
you
platformed
platformed him,
do
you
not remember?
motherfucker.
Did the check
Exactly.
Yes. What's up, Luke? I see you.
not clear or something? When faced with fair criticism for his coverage of the Houthi Luffy, he has a total meltdown.
I despise all of you, dude. I do. I really do. I hate all of you. You successfully got me to talk about this, and my patience is running thin on this matter. The endless selfishness, the untapped well of American selfishness and American individualism is in full display. How is this the conversation that you want to have right now?
One of the most cynical methods Hasan deploys to sidestep any criticism is to deflect to the ongoing genocide in Gaza. I've seen him do this so many times. He frames it like you are selfish for trying to criticize him, no matter what the reason is, because there's a genocide happening, man. How can you criticize me at a time like this?
Claiming that I am, too pro-Houthi. When someone is like focusing on that while there's an active ethnic cleansing campaign happening. He also apparently thinks Twitch is liable for me interviewing a Yemeni teenager who's only known genocide his entire life. In the middle of talking about genocide in Gaza, and this dumb, blow your nose, brother. Love you, not trying to be mean. Just keep some tissue nearby and clear it out occasionally when needed. Much love. You, dude. My argument sucks. Justifies genocide? What are you, stupid? Everything that can be tangentially turned into like Jewish people are under attack is a decent way to just like drive discourse away from open genocide in Gaza.
Do you think he's paid by like
100%.
somebody in Turkey or something?
Oh.
100%. Would not be surprised.
If he was, he'd have to hide it really well.
Is he trying to hide it, you think?
Well, he'd have to hide it because if there was actual evidence of him receiving money, surely he'd be swarmed.
Yeah, you would
by
have to
now.
funnel it. Good thing he's on Twitch where people can funnel him money.
That's true.
Super chats. I mean, that's how you would
Right.
send it in. It's not hard to do.
That's so
Magnum Norris for
true.
20 said even Hasan's dog wants him to fall off the balcony. Yeah, it probably does.
This is hard to watch.
Gaza. If your sole focus when Israel is doing a
I
complete
haven't seen 75% of the shit in this it's wild. And this is all allowed on Twitch. In fact, it's promoted. But if we were to go over to Twitch right now and stream regularly, you know damn well we would be banned over there.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah, I mean they've like banned girls who like had a nip slip, and this fucker's talking about like terrorism and shit. Like I don't get it.
Yeah, we would be
Will
kicked
you
off
have
of
to
that platform.
Will you have to take this whole stream down because we're watching this video?
No, it's
Okay.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
Genocide in Gaza, if your sole focus revolves around that people are saying you're a Zionist, yeah, go yell at streamers for not covering sufficiently the ongoing active genocide in Gaza instead of coming in here and chirping at me.
It's quite a charge to just say I'm a stenographer for the Israeli government or I'm a propagandist. I don't think there's any evidence I'm either of those things. I'm curious who you think I am doing
While
the
we're
propaganda
having this
for.
conversation, 3,000, Pierce, while we're having this back and forth, 3,840 Palestinians have been ruthlessly slaughtered in the last incursion into Gaza. I feel like this is an incredibly selfish, self-centered conversation to have.
This technique is so powerful because everyone...
It's magic cards. That's kind of funny.
Everyone is afraid of being labeled as a genocide denier. Pierce Morgan, with decades of experience, immediately surrenders when the genocide card is pulled.
When you're just a stenographer, you're not a truth teller.
He has every right to defend himself. And grow a pair, Pierce. Stand up for yourself, man. It's time to stop being intimidated by these online overnight activists who couldn't even point to Gaza on a map before October 7th. Like Hasan, for example.
Doesn't know where Yemen is. Okay, I'm gonna click close. I'm closing it. I'm closing it. I think nope. Nope. That
is
nope.
so
Wow.
sad.
Got it.
How do you
Wow.
claim to actually care about this?
That's funny, dude. And he's sitting there acting like he's all concerned he can't even find it on a map. That's crazy, man.
Genocide when you're willing to so cynically exploit it to sidestep any criticism. What a bigot.
Before we move on, Hasan has one final taste of idiocy for us all to enjoy.
Now this kid is like, I think he was like 19 at the time when I talked to him, which means that for most of his life he has withstood genocide, right? Like he is a person whose only experience is like, it's literally like talking to Anne Frank, basically. Okay, being able to talk to Anne Frank in real time.
To quote Anne Frank, I keep my ideals because in spite of everything, I still believe that people are really good at heart. Anne Frank continues to inspire generations of people because in the face of a genocide that eventually took her and her entire family's life, except for her dad, she refused to give in to hate, malice, and violence. And then there's this guy, who would have killed Anne Frank if he ever met her.
You might think this is a sweet, innocent girl. Well, I'm happy to tell you guys we are working on a new edition just for you, Hasan. You should hear about the time she went roaming the streets of Berlin at night with a knife, slitting the throats of families, including children, babies, and the elderly. She's killed children, you guys. She even rapes people. She's just like Luffy. There is no other way to describe this than terrorist propaganda. Not only is he platforming terrorist propaganda, right, uncritically, he's participating in it. He's enhancing
I don't know who this guy
it.
is, but he comes off as drunk or on drugs. I'm sorry. Like, this is kind of difficult to listen to. I'll be honest.
Ethan Klein? Yeah, he's a tard himself.
Like,
too,
we've
yeah.
been here for almost 2 hours, dude. I think I'm going to go. So I'll talk to you later, all right?
All right.
All right, see you, Tom.
Bye,
See you,
Tom.
Good time.
Not just a conduit. He is an active participant who's disseminating it to more and more people in a way more consumable form. This is extremely fucked up. But why should he care? Their flag doesn't say death to Turks. It says curse upon the Jews. Hasan likes to obfuscate on this and says nobody cares when Sean Penn interviewed El Chapo.
Sean Penn literally interviewed El Chapo. Exactly, dude.
Nobody is saying you can't have difficult conversations with controversial people. You just have to ask them hard questions, guys. We know this.
Not just
Now
be vibrant.
On to every.
Instead, he asked him if he liked One Piece.
It's like when Tucker Carlson went and spoke to Putin. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's
Not that Putin's
favorite
a
terrorist
terrorist, but, like,
organization.
well,
Our
maybe.
friends in the north. It's Hezbollah. Where do I even begin? Thousands of civilians have been killed globally from their terrorist acts, car bombs, and suicide attacks. They even assassinated the Lebanese prime minister. They've hijacked civilian airplanes. They've shot 15,000 rockets into civilian centers. And if you can imagine, that's not even the worst things they've done. They participated in the slaughter of over 500,000 Syrian civilians to help a dictator, Bashar Assad, stay in power. They indiscriminately bombed over civilian centers, and they killed hundreds of thousands of civilians in what can only be described as a genocide. They are a designated terrorist group by the US, by the EU, and, oh yeah, the entire Arab League, which gave them that status after their participation in the Syrian genocide. In short, nobody likes them. Well, there is one person.
Hezbollah is a paramilitary organization.
Do we like them or no?
They are a terrorist organization. Like they're designated. They are designated by the American state as a terrorist organization.
I do not like them then.
Well, like
I like what you like.
Well, then you
I
like
don't have
them.
an issue with them. Let's just say.
This is Hezbollah's leader.
Wait, you guys were asking if he
Nasrallah.
was gay.
According
He
to-
was sitting on a bed with another man. I think that answers your question.
Yeah, he might be
that
a
guy's
little-
a streamer, though, from what I understand. I don't even know who that
I
guy
don't-
is.
Yeah, I don't know who that other guy is either.
Yeah, but plenty of streamers are gay. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
just that shot of it was pretty gay.
Yeah, streaming
They're
from the
in their shorts
bedroom.
and shit,
It's like
yeah.
it's like they're about to do their OnlyFans video.
Yeah.
Hasan Piker, this man is a brilliant freedom fighter. But before we get into that, let's see how he feels about Jewish people. Here are some choice quotes from Hezbollah's leader, Hasan Nasrallah. According to Shaul Shai, Hasan Nasrallah said in a speech delivered in Beirut, "What do the Jews want? They want security and money. Throughout history, the Jews have been Allah's most cowardly and avaricious creatures. If you look all over the world, you will find no one more miserly or greedy than they are."
I don't have an issue with them.
If we search the entire world for a person more cowardly, despicable, weak, and feeble in psyche, mind, ideology, and religion, we would not find anyone like the Jew. Notice, I do not say Israeli.
I don't have an issue with them.
If Jews all gathered in Israel, it will save us the trouble of going after them worldwide. The history of Jews has proven that, regardless of the Zionist proposal, they are a people who are evil in their ideas. The state of the grandsons of apes and pigs, the Zionist Jew, the murderers of the prophet. The Jews invented the legend of the Nazi atrocities.
I don't have an issue with them.
He's watching videos of
I
the
can't
guy.
believe I'm calling Nasrallah base. I mean, listen.
Holy shit! You can't be
Listen.
saying that.
You have to remember. You have to remember something, okay? A lot of these dudes, you see them in their fits, and you hear about like some of their attitudes about like gay people, for example, and you immediately resort to Orientalist perspectives, not realizing that these motherfuckers are better read than you by a million.
Holy shit!
Okay.
Oh, is this when he was saying that they're better? Like he says that Hamas treats gay people better than America. I think.
That is okay.
Wild.
Yeah, these people will murder you if you're gay. They'll throw you off a roof.
Why is the gay issue so important to him? I wonder.
Yeah, because he thinks he'll be fine over there because he's gay.
Yeah, he's pretty passionate about trans people, actually.
Yeah, how do trans people get treated over in the Middle East? Crunchy Beaver for 50. I would be remiss if I didn't drop at least a Benjamin in FlashCast. I have to wake up in 5 hours to take someone to DIA. Ugh. They couldn't. Why couldn't they fly them on Monday instead? Hell, anyway, I love watching Trump wreck these fucktards. Me too, my friend. Thank you. Better get some sleep, brother. Better get some sleep.
Like it's not a broken clock situation. No, dude. Half of these dudes literally get educated in America and in the UK. What the f are you guys talking about?
The more you learn,
This is why
the
it's
more you
Orientalist. To literally look at these dudes and go, oh no, they're barbaric baboons, and like sometimes they get this shit right. No, dude, he knows. It's crazy. He's read more books than you could ever imagine. Knowledge. And also, ultimately, he is
Knowledge.
regarded as a pretty brilliant a person in terms of like everything that he's done. You might not agree with his methods. You might not agree with his attitude overall in terms of his opinions on civil liberties and shit like that. But ultimately, this motherfucker has
That quote's
read
bad news
a
for
shit
you,
ton of
Hasan.
books.
Knowledge. I feel I've shown you guys enough evidence that Hezbollah is an evil terrorist organization, but have you considered this?
What you meant to say is Hezbollah is Muslim. Okay? That's what you meant to say. What you meant to say is they're Muslim. So, of course, as they're Muslim, it's different.
If you're wondering why Hasan's audience is so radicalized, it's because of stuff like this.
Israel, America's greatest ally, the most important country in the world, the most moral nation, the most moral democracy on the planet, is ruthlessly and mercilessly bombing southern Lebanon, including southern Beirut.
What did Lebanon do?
They just kind of were there. They happen to be Israel's neighbor.
You're kidding.
Yeah.
Even as someone who's critical of Israel, this retelling is insane.
They just kind of were there.
Hezbollah started launching rockets into Israel hours after the October 7th raid began. They launched 12,000 rockets, killed nearly 100 people, including 12 children, and displaced 250,000 Israelis from northern Israel. That's what caused them to respond.
What did Lebanon do?
Shit. Why did he ask that? What do I say? Do I tell him the real reason? No, my audience will kill me for being a Zionist. Okay, let's try this. They just kind of were there. Hell yeah, another slick quilticle saved by boots on the ground, Hasan Piker. Damn, I'm good.
Even as a pro-Palestine activist, how does lying
admittedly,
about
that's
this
just
your
AI.
agenda? All it does is further...
Yeah. Oh. Yasuke Gigasaki for 20 says, just an FYI, the brothel Hasan admitted to visiting in Berlin was raided for tax evasion, pretense like Al Capone, but authorities found some women there were victims of human trafficking. Many of them were underage. So Hasan has exploited sex slave women. What a moral guy.
Radicalize people. It removes any nuance and it avoids any criticism for his team. And this is what continues to drive this conflict on forever. Hasan is dedicated to pleasing his radical audience, even at the price of knowingly lying to them for TikTok and Twitter likes.
I'm a propagandist.
Or he's being paid, which, you know, we can't rule out. What a pathetic propagandist piece of shit liar he is.
That's what I think I think he is being paid by somebody. It's what makes the most sense, because the dude doesn't actually have any of these socialist communist values. The fact that he's buying a Porsche and all this shit proves that. So, yeah, I think he is getting paid to be a political puppet.
And now let's move to Hamas, the catalyst for this entire thing. They're the ones that committed this horrible act of terrorism, one of the worst the world has ever seen, on October 7th. They are without a doubt the most extreme of all of these terrorist organizations. They are Islamic jihadists.
That's awful.
That want to convert all of Israel into an Islamic state under Sharia law. That's their stated goal. Hamas has been on the designated terrorist group.
Oh, we got to do a shot, Rhino. Crunchy Beaver for $50. The red wave hit hard. Red storm is on the horizon. Just got back from a company party. A lot of people that were bashing Trump 4 years ago have seen the light. The women especially. And they don't dye their hair stupid colors anymore either. Yeah, a lot of this shit woke up, man. They woke some of them up. A few of them. So thank you. You doing a shot, Rhino?
I thought wasn't he getting his food or something?
Oh, he's still not back? Did he drive to go get his food, or did he get DoorDash?
No, I'm eating. I'll have it after I finish eating.
Just take the shot now.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What do you got to do for Crunchy Beaver? He's not going to be here all night.
Oh, he'll be here for long enough.
He said he's got to get up in 5 hours.
Oh, that's true. All right. Sorry, I'm not coming on screen because I just took off my t-shirt. It's so hot here. Cheers.
People want to see your Chad body.
No, they don't want to see that.
Cheers, Crunchy Beaver.
It's not a Chad buddy, it's a dad buddy. All right, cheers. Oh, McDonald's.
Well, we don't know if he drank it, but he probably did. So there you go.
McDonald's chips and bourbon, gross.
I can tell your cat likes it.
Pretty much as long as there's been a group. These guys have been suicide bombing civilians before ISIS leaders were even born. They fired 50,000 rockets into civilian populations and performed over 100 suicide bombings, killing thousands of civilians. Women are restricted from participating in the workplace and public life. Homosexuality is outlawed, and in some cases, of course, punishable by death.
Yeah.
They steal foreign aid from the people of Gaza and repurpose it for military use, or they just sell it back to them. For example, why are all the Hamas leaders billionaires?
And let's be real, these guys clearly are not skipping any meals. While the people of Gaza languish in poverty, these fine gentlemen are living in multi-million-dollar penthouses in Qatar.
That lines up with leftist values, or, well, they were billionaires. Because they're all dead. They killed it all. They're all dead. Hamas is a bunch of psychopathic.
Trump just killed an ISIS guy, nuked his cave. Did you see that?
No, I didn't even know about it.
Where is that at?
No, I didn't know that.
I thought I pulled it up. Yeah, they murdered somebody. Who is a video to release of wiping out ISIS leader in Somalian cave. Yeah, they flipped his ass. Well, they didn't nuke him, but they shoved a missile up his ass.
Terrorists
Right in his
of the
cave.
worst order. And nobody would be crazy enough to defend them. No, is this Islam again? Hasan defended Hamas? Seriously? Okay.
We had to make
but
last-minute
I've gotta
changes to this
say,
part to prevent it from
the
being
whole Hamas
age-restricted
thing-
on YouTube. I
Flash.
cut out the footage from Hamas. And
Yeah, go ahead.
The whole thing about supporting Hamas, you look at some of the protests and stuff that are going on right now, it seems to be okay to back Hamas. You know?
Yeah, a lot of the leftists.
I'm not saying it is
back-
okay. I'm just saying that's what it seems like. It seems like, yeah, okay, if we want freedom of speech, that means you can support these terrorist groups. Like, you serious? Anyway.
And I will attempt to narrate it for you as best I can. In this scene, an older woman is walking hand in hand with a girl who looks.
Oh, he blocks us out. But he's watching this over on Twitch, no problem. But it's that bad that he has to block this out.
Looks about 12. And as they're getting in the back of the van, one of the terrorists gives them a wave goodbye and says goodbye to them in English.
Goodbye.
And the two of them smiling wave back.
That's crazy, dog. Dude. Okay, that's crazy. That's crazy. That actually, okay, that's too much. That's more than I expect. Bro, every time they're releasing hostages, the next wave, they're going to be like, actually, I'm good. Like, I'm staying.
These hostages are being released at gunpoint by the people who likely murdered their family in front of them before kidnapping them. Hasan peddling this narrative that they're sad.
And raped them in most cases. It's their women and children, too. And he says that's okay. That's a learning experience for them. It's a learning experience.
Had to leave their captors is beyond disgusting.
The next wave, they're going to be like, actually, I'm good.
It's plainly obvious these are traumatized victims who are scared for their life and doing what the terrorists are telling them to do in order to avoid any conflict on the way out. Oh, look at the sweet masked terrorist with his AK-47. He's so nice. Did you guys see how he waves goodbye?
Oh, dude, okay, I'm going to be honest. This is...
Oh, do you mean you got to get out of here?
Yeah. Just want to say thanks for having me. Good night to Chad and everybody. I'm going to watch the rest of this video probably tomorrow because I'm not going to make a video tomorrow. So I'm probably going to just watch this while I do some other stuff to get the full context. But this is awful. And I'm seeing a bunch of stuff on Twitter right now with Hamas, not Hamas, sorry, Hasan kind of crashing out amongst all of this too. So I'll look into this more. But everyone have a good night. Thanks for having me, guys. My camera keeps like screwing up. I don't know what's going on. Whatever. Who cares? Doesn't matter.
Hey, we got a 199 raid too. What's up, Jeremy? Hey, and Demian, what comes out this week? Anything big?
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Ooh. You're going to play that, aren't you?
I kind of don't want to after everything, to be honest with you. I'm kind of just. a little bit over it.
I
but
need
we'll see
you
what
or
happens.
somebody to play it so I know if I should get it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably review it. I mean, if I review Dragon Age Veilguard, I can probably review this too. So
I'm on the
I'll
fence
take
with
the
it,
bullet
man.
for others.
I'm waiting for people like you to play. Tell me if it's okay.
I'll take the bullet. I'll look through it, so no one else has to. It's okay.
Because
And then I'll report back on
$70,
it.
shit, I could go buy another NES cartridge.
Yeah, I know.
So I need
Yeah,
to know.
fine. I'll probably review
should I
Kingdom Come.
spend the
We'll see what
$70?
happens.
All right, brother.
There,
You have a
Jeremy's
good
in the
night.
chat right now. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Good night, everybody.
What's up, my friend? Let's see you, brother.
See you guys. See you.
All right, let's continue. Yeah, I'm on the fence on Kingdom Come. I don't know. I was excited for it. Now I'm like, I'm just gonna wait and see. Just gonna wait and see. 'Cause I've been getting more into retro games, man. Going back to the past.
Some crazy PR. They look traumatized. Wait, what? Bro, they look like they're chilling.
This girl who had her foot blasted off on October 7th and then operated on without anesthesia or painkillers is so sorry to say goodbye to her captors. She's going to miss their hospitality, like being raped and being watched showering and changing.
The next wave, they're gonna be like, actually, I'm good. Like, I'm staying.
It's so obvious the terrorists are telling them what to do. Ethan, how can you say that? They look so happy. Keep waving. These morons forgot to cut out this part. Yes, that's a terrorist giving them an order to keep waving. And she does. See how fast she reacts? Totally not a fearful victim of terroristic kidnapping. Anyone peddling this nonsense should be embarrassed and ashamed. How pathetic can you get?
The next wave, they're gonna be like, actually, I'm good. Bro, they look like they're chilling.
All right, the Houthis is one thing, but he's not going to turn on Hamas propaganda videos and watch it on stream. There's no way. Okay, it's getting hard to defend him. Freedom fighters, musical shit.
Here is a video that came out of how Hamas produces their own sniper rifles.
He can hardly contain his admiration for them.
Produces their own mother sniper rifles.
Let's see how long he can go without offering any commentary or analysis on this Hamas hype video.
Wait, are they building sniper rifles?
Sort of.
Is that what's going on? Is that what's going on there?
They're trying to make homemade sniper rifles, yes, and failing.
Yeah, they're shit, right?
Yes, they're terrible.
Why don't they just go grab some of the shit Joe Biden left behind in Afghanistan?
I'm sure they're trying.
He left them a whole fucking arsenal.
Is that COD?
One minute, 36 seconds. Nice. He's taken his time to analyze and think. I expect nothing less from a journalist such as Hasan.
Quiet, everybody. He's about to speak. He's gonna talk.
That's crazy.
He's done it again.
We love you.
We will continue killing your soldiers by our locally manufactured snipers. Wow, there's a little message for the Americans out there as well.
So the whole thing going on here is that he's pointing out that Hasan has violated Twitch's terms of service really badly. I think that's the entire point he's making here, right?
Yes, he's been making that
100%.
point for the last half an hour or so, and Twitch doesn't seem to care.
Yeah, Twitch will never get rid of him. And you know, I'm a big free speech guy, and if they let everybody do things like he's doing, it wouldn't be an issue, but it's the hypocrisy of it that really pisses me off. Because like I said before, if we were over there like just doing regular FlashCasts, we would be banned off of Twitch.
Well, it might not be hypocrisy. They might simply believe that their side is correct and that we are incorrect.
dude, we got banned for saying that the vaccines aren't going to be that safe and effective.
Yep.
I understand the whole concept of freedom of speech, but when you're basically being a propaganda tool for terrorist organizations, that's like, I'm sorry, you can't do that. You cannot do that.
He's here like just making excuses for him left and right. Hey, thank you Mola Ram, for the membership. I appreciate you, brother.
They're saying like artisanal snipers. So why am I showing you this?
And Ray Gonzalez.
Why are you showing us 2 minutes of uninterrupted Hamas propaganda? I'm sure he has a good answer.
The reason why I'm showing you this is because one thing that the Israeli maintenance of the apartheid has shown us is that there are no half measures on genocide. You either got to hit the full gen, okay? You can't do half genocide, a little bit of displacement, and then continue maintaining an
Jeremy
apartheid
the
state
Cyborg.
and maintaining
Thank you, my
an
friend.
occupation. Okay, which is basically what America did back in the day when we were building America, Manifest Destiny, right?
Hold on.
What?
You showed this to us because of Manifest Destiny? What are you talking about? This is just word salad.
Hey, Jeremy the Cyborg gifted 10 memberships. Thank you. Thank you.
He's really saying nothing here. So he has
Give him a shout out if you got a membership.
Got it. Okay, fine. He likes Hamas. He watches their propaganda, but he's not going to deny the violent rapes that took place. That is way beyond the pale.
There is one instance in captivity that we have actually gotten verifiable evidence on. Beyond that, the systematized mass rapes that Hamas dealt on October 7, not a single bit of that has been verified. And people still run with it over and over and over again.
Many young people who are simply attending a music festival, women were horribly raped. As I said then, I say today, Israel has a right to defend itself.
What rapes did Hezbollah do? Bro, what rapes did Hamas do? What are you talking about? The Stop Anti-Semitism account that considered me to be anti-Semite of the week has also been hallucinating rapes once again, doing rape fantasies once again, because they're mentally ill.
Hamas has committed horrific acts of sexual violence.
The entire idea that they weren't raping their captives. These people were goats. All right?
That's true. True. Did you see that video of the guys, like a bunch of Islamic guys, like, and they were showing off their goats and they had like women-shaped asses?
Yes, like these are.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I wish I could find it and show you.
This is my goat. Check it out. Oh,
they were all showing off their goats and they had them turn around and like they had the like B-shaped asses.
These are.
They were going in hard on them.
Sheep, goat shagging Middle Easterners, but we are supposed to believe that they will recognize the humanity of the enemy that they declare to be less than human, and they will totally not rape them. That's going too far. Kill them, genocide them, sure, but rape them, never.
It's a learning experience, Arch.
And took
women and girls, men and boys slaughtered after enduring sexual violence. The deadliest day for the Jewish people.
Doesn't matter if rapes happen on October 7. Like, that doesn't change the dynamic for me even this much.
Jesus.
So that's the other part of this problem that many people that can't contend with. Like,
I can't believe he said that.
I can.
That's crazy, dude.
I can completely believe he said that.
Yeah. As far as Hasan is concerned, the Israelis are wrong a priori, and therefore any action taken on behalf of La Resistance is justified.
I can't believe how quickly leftists go from believe all women to pics or it didn't happen. The vast majority of people, if not all, who were raped were murdered on the spot, obviously.
Gam Goldstein Almog was kidnapped from her home on October 7th by Hamas terrorists and was held captive for 51 days. Though only 17 years old, she witnessed the murder of her father and sister on that day and is now speaking out about what she witnessed in Gaza as well in a new documentary by Sheryl Sandberg, Screams Before Silence. In new footage, Agam reveals that sexual assault and rape was a regular component of the life as a hostage in Gaza.
Doesn't matter if rapes happen on October 7th.
Hasan, maybe you would like to call her a liar. Please, go right ahead.
Doesn't matter if rapes happen on October 7th.
There are dozens of testimonies from witnesses, most of who were in hiding and heard or saw it happen. And each week, there's more stories coming out. There's a UN report that concludes it happened.
Doesn't matter.
But Hasan needs a rape kit from a mutilated body. It's so vile to deny the suffering and trauma of the victims just because you need your heroes at Hamas to be perfect. This conflict will never end until people realize that Palestinian liberation and Israeli security are not mutually exclusive. You need both, and it can be done, but not while people like Hasan lie, propagandize, and incite hate. It's people like him, ironically, that prolong the conflict indefinitely. There's no space for conversation. There's no space for rational thought. There's no space for nuance. My position on Palestine is like 5 degrees off from where Hasan is.
Oh, shit. Crunchy Beaver for $100. Free speech isn't free. It was paid for by blood. Watched multiple videos of these idiots whining about tariffs Trump's is implementing. Some things might go up in price in the short term. We survived 4 years of the worst administration in history. We'll be fine. I'm all for what he's doing. It needs to be done. So, I mean, I love what he's doing, and we're the ones that are going to win out in the end with better deals.
The counter tariffs too is an excellent example of this. Like, Canada didn't have a problem with tariffs; they had a problem with getting a tariff on their stuff. They're entirely fine with using it. Again, if you've failed to be a protectionist nation and every nation around you has been taking advantage of you for the last few decades, then yeah, it's going to suck in the short term. But it's that or continue to be taken advantage of.
Yep. Rhino.
But also going back to Twitch for a minute, though, like, you can't even talk about rape on Twitch. So how never mind.
The money talks, man. The money talks.
I'm just saying, this guy has broken so many Twitch rules already.
Yeah.
But they love him. And the CEO, that's why he's got that birthday party banner shit, is because he'll probably show it. The CEO of Twitch throwing him a birthday party.
Then, you know what? I think the CEO of Twitch needs to be investigated too, man. Maybe he's getting payoffs as well. Like something's off.